This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna hit one? Puff, puff, then we pass. Then we pass. Then we pass. This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up.
Oh, man. Crispity crunchity. Oobity gooity. You know what I'm saying? New York City is alive and well.
For real.
Just in case you ain't know.
In case you ain't know.
But so is COVID, so be careful out there because it's spreading.
And that monkeypox bullshit.
It's always something, right?
It's always something.
Always something.
Bruh.
But we here nonetheless. It's your man EarthTone.
And your man, the real Peasy.
It's the Herbal Tea Gang, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo woo.
What episode is this?
58.
58.
58.
58.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that you brushing up on your Spanish because we're gonna be talking about that.
I'm just
Pretty
saying,
soon,
I be
pretty soon.
forecasting sometimes. If you pay attention, it's like little Easter eggs everywhere.
You got it.
But
Easter eggs.
I mean, something light, just something light. Just what we like to do. Make sure y'all paying attention.
Make sure.
Because we paying attention. You know what I'm saying? We doing attention.
That's what's happening.
We researching. Reworking.
You had attention?
I'm yeah.
You had attention?
You know me.
Ding
like
dong, ding. Ding dong. Can you ring my bell?
you know me.
No.
You know what I mean? But that's neither neither here nor there.
Do I know you?
That's neither here nor
I
there.
hope I don't know you.
You know what I'm saying? But
we'll see. Whole nother conversation after hours.
I mean, later. After hours. Uncut, BT uncut and all that.
Right, all that.
But we gonna get right into it. What's up with the Q Plus family?
The Q Plus family.
I feel like we got another head-to-head, bro.
I think we do have another head.
We got another head-to-head. Last head-to-head was pretty interesting because we had two. It was like a lover's quarrel,
pretty much,
almost. You know what I'm saying? But that was unintentional. Shout out to Kaylani and 070 Shake. But we're going to get into these Q Plus artists today.
And as far as we know, I don't think any of them are dating each other.
As far as we know, you never know, though.
You never know.
It's a small world.
It is a small world.
This thing we live in.
Right.
But who we got? Who we got coming to the stage? Who up?
All right, so the first one we got, bringing it to the table, bringing it to the stage. This was a submission.
A submission. I love submissions.
A submission.
You know what I'm saying? You got to submit.
And so speaking of submissions, you know what I'm saying? They have a whole thing on their website and in all their social media about submissions.
Okay.
So we're gonna get into that.
Let's do it.
Artist Nuepa. I believe that's how you pronounce that.
Nuepa.
You know
I like
what I'm
it.
saying? Right. Okay, so this is a queer artist of Portuguese and Canadian descent. He is based in Toronto, Canada.
What a combo.
Shout out to them for reaching out to us and submitting their records. So a little bit background on them. You know, they came out, they were bullied as a child, unfortunately, you know, due to sexuality, gender expression, body size, things of that nature.
Wow.
Right. And then they were later diagnosed with depression and ADHD as a result.
Of course.
So he has had a fight, you know, pretty much with his mental health kind of throughout his life. But guess what was the thing?
What?
That kind of helped him out?
What happened?
Good old hip hop.
Come on now, like
you already know what it is. Influenced by the likes of Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, and Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of helped him build up his confidence. You know what I'm saying? And his approach to art is being the art that his inner child wish he had. And I think that's awesome.
That's some real shit.
That's literally like, you know, that definitely speaks to me for sure. So
absolutely, because that's kind of what we do. That's kind of the drive behind what we do. You know, with the Herbal Tea Podcast.
Exactly.
It was a void that we saw that was there that needed to be filled.
And
we filled it.
And we needed to be the ones to do it, period.
And that's what look at that.
You already know.
When art influenced life.
Right.
Come on, man.
You heard of this guy, Nuepa?
I haven't heard of him before the submission, but actually it did come across my timeline. He collaborated with a recent HTP alum.
Sure did.
Fruity Suspect.
Fruity Sus. Shout out to Fruity Sus.
Absolutely. On the song Body, which is spelled BX DY.
Bawdy.
You know what I'm saying?
Say
So
that
yeah,
again. Say that again.
Bawdy. You know what I'm saying?
I love
he
when
featured
you
on the
get-
joint Bawdy.
Like when you get a little
And they
cunts.
out, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they out here with it.
cunts.
So that's as far as I know about them. But I was happy to see the submission because we encourage that. We want the
For
Q
sure.
Plus artists to listen into the show, hear the feedback we doing, utilize it for your upcoming projects. Wanna aspire to be on the show and have your joint
Absolutely.
reviewed. Submit your projects to be reviewed because sometimes we don't always see everybody. Like we said,
For
it's not a
sure.
designated hub or a platform for us to go to and find this Q
Absolutely.
Plus music. So we need y'all to reach out sometimes to let us know, put it on our
Period.
radar. And that's what Nuepa did. And we appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that. It's definitely a lot of Q Plus artists popping up now more than there's ever been. So sure, we encourage you to submit,
Absolutely.
and tell a friend and tell a friend. Fun fact.
Uh-oh.
So speaking of submissions,
Ooh.
he has this quote, or not a quote. This is his words. He has a simulation in submission found in the Isle of Eyes. So this is his philosophy. Basically, in short, is that we are made up we make an objective reality submit to our subjective language. You know, kind of little, mystical. I think. What is it? Hologram theory is what he mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, very,
Interesting.
very, very much on that tip.
Interesting.
Shout out to him for that.
I can see it.
He has a single out that we're about to review.
Mm-hmm.
It's called I Don't Give a Fuck.
IDGAF.
IDGAF to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't make a note of the release date. Did you get the release date?
It was actually July 4th.
July
believe it or
4th.
not.
Shout out.
2022.
Yeah, I forgot to write that down.
It's all good. I got you.
You already know. So this is his seventh single of 2022.
3 minutes,
3 minutes,
42 seconds.
42 seconds.
A little bit of a lengthy single.
I guess you
Kinda
could say
healthy.
that. I guess you could say that.
I mean,
It's like-
3 minutes is average nowadays, I would say.
Yeah. Back in the day, it used to be like 4 minutes.
Yeah, back in the day. But now it's like,
it's a little shorter.
yeah.
So shout out. All right, so I'm gonna give him a 48 mid on this single.
Okay.
I give him a 48 mid because I like the track.
Okay.
I like what he did with the track.
Okay.
The rhymes themselves, they don't really hit like the way
They needed to.
they needed to.
Okay.
They need a little bit of spark.
It wasn't given what it needed to be given.
Right.
Okay.
It was given to give vibe wise, but it wasn't giving the performance that it needed because you could kind of still tell that, he might be early in his stage of his rap development. And of course, that's what it is.
Okay.
But as far as what he did with the track, he switches his flow up as much as the beat switches up, which I thought was interesting. I like that shit because you kind of keep up with that shit. And the house track, you can kind of get samey with the flows. You hear a lot of guys and folks that do different types of house rap, but they kind of fall into certain pockets. They don't really give you to give so much in terms of delivery. But he did, in my opinion.
So that's the category you would put this in, house rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And like when I say, of course, personality, it should definitely go into the hook because if your song it has a hook that's repetitive, I don't give a fuck, I think it would benefit from a little bit of more personality if you're gonna do a repetitive hook. Give me a reason to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? About the song.
Interesting.
But we do give a fuck because I think it's pretty okay. It's pretty good. So 48 mid.
48% mid.
That's where we at.
Not bad.
How you feel about that?
I'm not mad at that. I was vibing with it a little bit. Not as much as you were.
God damn it.
Yeah. I gave it a 32%.
You get a 32%
mid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So still in the mid range.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? But a little bit less on a percentage wise. I felt the way you felt about it. I thought the production was cool. I thought the beat was cool. I enjoyed it. And I felt like he felt real comfortable on it.
Right.
Like I gave him points for skill, flow. He has a nice voice.
Yeah.
He has a decent presence on the track. Like it didn't feel like he was fumbling. He kind of flipped it. Like you said, he was doing a lot of flow changes.
Right,
he was
right.
riding the beat a lot.
Yeah.
He had a couple of points I was like, ooh, like the way he, flipped that. but he wasn't saying much. I didn't hear any lines that kind of smacked me in the face. I didn't hear anything that made me frown up. I didn't hear, it wasn't really, it was just a bunch of braggadocious bars saying like, I don't give a fuck, I'm the shit. And it's like, okay, well, why would I care about that outside of maybe the beat is cool and catchy and you might have a fire hook, but it wasn't a fire hook. Yeah. It was a cool hook. And then, I just kept going. Every time I hear the Adi GAF, I think about the Big Sean. You little bitch ass nigga, I ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of crazy. That was like the single of the decade almost. Exactly. So if you're going to do that, you got to compete against that.
You got to come with it.
Yeah. Right. And it wasn't really giving me that. So, it was a, you could see the potential there. Like, it was things I saw and heard that I liked, but it didn't really always connect for me on this joint. So, 32% mid, you got a 48% mid.
That gives us 80.
Ooh, okay. You already did the pre-math. You did the pre-math. I like the pre-math. Okay.
And then
divide that by 2.
That's 40.
Okay, so 40% mid. Okay, not bad. Come on, Nuepa. Artist submission.
Shout out to you.
Is that the first artist submission in 2022?
Probably.
Let's go. See, we need more of those. We appreciate it. And I hope you appreciate the constructive criticism, because that's all it is. Right. We love the Q Plus community. We love the Q Plus artists. We're Q Plus artists ourselves. So you can go listen to our shit and give it a review. And you know what I mean, butcher that bitch if you can. If
that's where that energy is,
you know what I mean. But yeah, man, 40% mid overall, 32% mid on my end, 48% mid on PZ end. Come on, man, go check it out. IDGAF, I don't give a fuck. Streaming on all platforms. Nuepa.
All of that.
What y'all think? Leave it in the comments. Let us know.
And a bag of Lays.
Come on now. Now, who we bringing up next, though? Who's the head-to-head?
Who is the head-to-head?
Damn, so we got a newbie artist submission.
For sure.
And what we did, we going to put him up against a veteran, Savvy.
A veteran.
But this is somewhat of a newbie in some instances.
Right.
SZA, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
SZA. Go on throw that joint on.
You gonna throw the SZA on?
Let me hear that.
I got you.
SZA, she back at it. Of course, she's out here with it. Studio Q Plus singer-songwriter.
Shout out to SZA.
Born in St. Louis, Missouri, which I didn't know necessarily.
I didn't know that part either.
Grew up in Maplewood, New Jersey.
Oh, did she? No kidding.
You know what I'm saying? just to clarify. You know what I'm saying? Born in St. Louis, but grew up in Maplewood, New Jersey.
Right, for real?
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Which is, that's my neck of the woods. That's St. County, Essex County.
It feel like everywhere in Jersey is your neck of the woods.
Nah, not everywhere.
Like, what's going on?
It's just where the hotness is.
Really?
It just happened to be wherever the hotness in Jersey.
All right, cool down.
That's where I dwelled.
Cool out.
You know what I'm saying?
So down. Cool
but
out.
Her mom was a Christian, executive at AT&T, right? Pops was a Muslim, executive at CNN.
Ooh.
So she was raised by execs. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
She was also raised Muslim, went to a Muslim prep school, and actually faced discrimination during 9/11. So, when that whole thing went down, we was blaming her. Yeah, you never think about that, but it was like, wow, like she actually, she faced that. She went through all of that as a youthdom. Got her name from Wu-Tang's RZA, of course, and the Supreme Alphabet. Which, if you know anything about that, you could Google that, go look it up. But it was crazy. When I first saw it, I was like, damn. Because if you from a certain era, you see that SZA, the Jizza, the Wizard, whatever, know, like, all right.
You know where it's...
you know the origins of that. So you had the RZA, the Jizza, and Wu-Tang Clan.
That 5% of God body shit.
She SZA. Come on now. She took it and ran with it. I love it. Got signed to TDE in 2013. Put out her debut self-release project, See SZA Run, in 2012. That actually got the attention of TDE. And she was dating somebody who was doing like, I think he was doing he was like a stylist. And he was working at a Kendrick Lamar event and passed her music along to somebody that was working at TDE. Shout out to Punch. And he heard it, and they, that's when they first got wind of her, and they was paying attention. They paid attention for her for like another 2 years, and then boom, they ended up signing her. and she popped off after dropping her, self-titled release. Like I said, she partnered with RCA in 2013, along with TDE, to release her debut single, studio release, Control, CTRL. And that was to critical and commercial acclaim. So she bodied that project. Everybody received it well. She somewhat came out recently after she was approached by one of her fans. One of her fans hit her up and they reposted something that was calling her out as a lesbian pretty much. And she was like, she retweeted, she responded to it. She was like, well, I mean, they ain't lying, LOL. Like that was kind of her response. So it was like, oh shit, well, is she, ain't she? She ain't really deny it. She ain't really come out with it. But I mean, that was pretty much what it was. And then after that, she was rumored to be in a situation with another Herbal Tea alum, Miss Kehlani.
Oh, Kehlani out here slanging and
banging. That's what I'm saying.
Here.
I'm like, that timing is like, that's pretty close.
Christ.
So we ain't trying to get into nobody's business. This ain't a gossip podcast.
But she
out here and they out here, and you can see them. They cool. At the very least, they cool. They friends.
They're really good friends.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Which I think that's what it is. So everybody gonna blow it up because she recently came out. But shout out to SZA, man, being a part of the Q+ community. You already know what it is. I know you heard of her.
I definitely heard of SZA Rail.
Yeah. What's your thoughts? What's your take on Miss SZA?
Fun fact. So she did a partnership with Tazo Forest, and Tazo Forest. Like
that's the T?
The T.
Oh shit.
Collaborating with American Forest, which aims to reforest areas of BIPOC, BIPOC
that's hard.
Communities in 5 major cities in the interest of combating climate change and climate justice for those who have been disproportionately affected and reflecting her relationship with the outdoors. So she's an outdoorsy person.
That's amazing.
I love that. Tree hugger for sure.
I love that.
And she want to plant trees in the hood, basically.
That's fly.
To kind of like upgrade your life.
Listen, man, they provide oxygen.
Absolutely.
We breathe in oxygen.
Beauty,
we provide carbon dioxide. They use
health.
carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Absolutely. I was out in the mountains not too long ago. It was a trip that the VA did. They took some of the veterans. We went to the mountains in upstate, like past Ithaca and whatnot, and just kind of hung out, did some off-roading, and it really did kind of change, like, my whole mental health situation.
You better expand your quality of life.
For sure. I really understand.
Come on now. That shit is essential, and we don't be getting that. We don't get that information.
Get that.
But like, it's a reason why people be enjoying nature and the sun and trees.
And I have friends that just love that, want that life. They move out of New York to get that life because you just don't get it out here.
You can't.
So all on top of it's a real thing. So
shout out to that, man. Tree hugging SZA. Speaking of, you know what I'm saying? She got this new not album, but she did the deluxe of Control, which is what we were just talking about. And she got a few new joints that she dropped on there. One of which is Tread Carefully. The deluxe came out June 9th, 2022. This song, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. I gave this joint a loud, man.
Word?
Loud 72.
Oh my gosh.
72%. You already know it's a Jersey bias there. So what? It is what it is. I'm going to own it. I'm going to eat it, right?
Okay.
But I fuck with this joint. The beat hard. It's definitely in that SZA realm, that SZA range. It's smooth. It's spacious. It's a lot of air in there. It got that drowned out guitar, which I love, kind of like on some OVO type Drake shit. The drums are hard. She give you some hip hop drums. Her flows, like she has a very distinct, like you know how your fingerprint is only your fingerprint. Like her voice and the way she attack and approach flows and like different, like where she decided to change up the pattern and the syllables and shit. Is very distinctive, and it's like I feel like only she could do it, and she gives it up, and then she gives it up vocally. So like you just being hit with both of those different high level like executions. Like you got the lyricism, and then you got the execution of the vocality and the melodies. Like you can't, I don't know. And then her voice is super beautiful, and she like effortless with it. Like she do it to the point where it's like, this is just SZA. It sounds like, okay, she in her bag on this joint. This is like one of her joints. That's why I ain't giving her super crazy rating, because it's SZA at SZA's best. And I feel like it's just like a warm-up layup. Like, yeah, I'm back here. Hold this. It's fire. But, like, it's SZA doing SZA, like, in her sleep type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a sneaky bop.
Right.
It's a sneaky bop.
Right.
Like, you listen to it. The more you listen to it, it's like, ooh. And she ain't even, it's not lengthy as far as the words. It's not a lot of words. The hook, she repeats several times. You know what I'm saying? She brings it back more than you would normally bring it back. Which I fuck with it, though, because she being honest and she's kind of being vulnerable. Like, why do I keep coming over here? Why do I shouldn't be over here? Why you coming over here? You know what I'm saying? Like the double, she bodying it. She bodied it. I fuck with it. 72% loud. Where you at with it? How you feeling?
How did you get here?
You know what I'm saying? Like she kept questioning herself.
Nobody's supposed to be here, but that dick is good.
But she there. But then who she talking about? Because she ain't never mentioned no pronouns. She kept it mad ubiquitous. So
she's mad.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know neither.
How you feeling though?
Listen, you right.
I mean,
it is her bag. And I appreciate her for being in her bag.
I'm not going to penalize her for that.
I appreciate that a lot. I actually really, really appreciate the fact.
It's like, thank you.
Because, right, she ain't have to do nothing. Because she already kind of set the standard for herself with Control. There's something about SZA's voice. It's equal parts vulnerability, but equal parts like sexual desire in this song.
Yes.
And only she can do that. She can give you that in just a note. She could convey so fucking much. That's hard. It's really not easy to do. Like, there is a lot to be said for that. And I really appreciate that about her. Now, sometimes it could get a little bit too real for me. That's kind of really like why I can't really listen to SZA too much.
Man.
But I love it when she's around. Because we love her when she's collaborating with these hoes, Doja Cat, and, you know, shit like that. We definitely missed her all these years. But she obviously has been living her life. She's been living her life.
Getting to it.
And getting to it. So I appreciate the song. I gave it a 77 fire.
Whoa.
I want the fire trucks to come out for this. I really dig
look
this
at
right
that. Not too far off, though. That's a 5%er.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
Go ahead and bring out the FDNY.
That's where we at.
Wow. Interesting.
You know where we at.
Tread carefully around here.
Tread carefully. So we added that up.
Heard you.
You know what I'm saying?
And how that's looking?
So 72.
Ooh, 72.
Plus 77, that's 149.
Yep.
Divided by 2, that gives us a 74.5.
Come on, 74.5 and a 40. I mean,
but I mean it's kind of like a landslide thing.
I was about to say, you ever heard of
SZA's like here? She's
you ever heard
here.
of Fleetwood Mac? Like
Right.
that's pretty much. Sounded like one of those. You know what I mean? But
so
that was a good head-to-head though. I enjoyed that one. Okay,
veteran person.
Okay,
versus
well
newbie.
Listen, y'all need to go check both of the singles out and let us know what y'all think. Cause are we tripping? Are we off? Like where we at? Cause we was both kind of on with both of them. SZA, Tread Carefully,
that part.
Deluxe out now, and you got newcomer Submission, HTP, Nuepa. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
So go check them out, man. Let us know what y'all think. But we ain't done yet.
We not done.
Because you know when we got the single, the solos, the single head-to-heads, we got to get y'all a little extra something.
Extra little something.
What we got for them?
We got the
Ally of the day. Who we got? Who is coming in? Ally of the day. Come on with the harmonies. You hear the harmonies.
See,
so don't front like you don't hear them.
These is moon rock harmonies. Don't play.
Man, stop playing.
Don't play. Chill.
Who we got, man?
Bring them to the stage. Lion Babe.
Ooh,
Lion Babe. You know what I'm saying? Right. That part.
That was supposed to be my raw.
That was your raw?
Yeah. A little bit.
Like a dungeon dragon. Like a dungeon. That's my lion.
Yo, she really did that though.
She really did.
And she got it off.
She got it off for sure. So, but we not talking about her. We talk about Lion Babe.
Yes.
This is actually an R&B duo.
It is a duo, which I didn't know.
It is a duo.
I was sleeping.
Yeah,
Put me on.
Duo, for sure. They're based in NYC, consisting of producer Lucas Goodman and singer and dancer Jillian Hervey, who happens to be
just happens
the daughter of the R&B legend and model Vanessa Williams.
Come on, Vanessa.
Right.
Who might actually be my cousin, because you know what
I'm gonna go ahead and get into that.
I'm gonna go ahead
she
might be my cousin.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
All right, go ahead.
I better not get a better not get no. Don't hit me with the okie doke.
Listen.
All right, because we're gonna Google it.
I don't know. I don't know. I just said it might be. I don't know.
Right. All right. Well, while you get that together, Jillian Hervey met Goodman at a party, but they didn't really link up until Jillian Hervey needed some original music for a dance assignment.
Yep.
And then Hervey was encouraged to sing. Eventually they got to that. He encouraged her to start singing, take some lessons and whatnot. And they eventually recorded a debut single called Treat Me Like Fire.
Come on now.
Which came out in 2012.
That's wild aggressive. Like, treat me like fire? Like, what does that mean?
But have you heard the song?
I haven't.
I think you should look into that.
Is it fire?
It's kind of a bop. It's definitely a fire.
Okay.
It's definitely a fire.
Shit.
I think you should look into that for sure. And that song kind of got them on. So they ended up performing at South by Southwest. And she signed to Interscope Records for a while. So they ended up, out of that, producing an EP and 3 studio albums. Jillian Hervey's inspirations are Shaka Khan, Tina Turner, and Erykah Badu. Of course. And Goodman's influences are Jay Dilla, Timbaland, RZA, Flying Lotus, just to name a few.
To name a few.
So, what you know? Besides her being your cousin, what else you know about Lion Babe?
Well, I actually didn't know Vanessa, my cuz, was her mom's and shit. I ain't even know. Like, I had,
That might be niece.
But
might be niece.
Their debut feature production from Pharrell and them.
Of course, yeah.
Like, so they was out here. They was well connected. Like, they was grabbing the right ears, getting the attention of the right folk. Of course, they had the references and the influences, right? Which is very interesting. Like, when you listen to the production that she's singing on top of, and come to find out like how they met. Their story, how they were kind of introduced through a mutual friend, but then fell back, didn't stay connected, and all of a sudden got brought back together in New York on some artistry shit. So I fucks with the story, but that's about it.
In addition to that, their name Lion, for Leo, the producer's a Leo, so.
I mean,
and of course, Jillian Hervey is definitely a babe, definitely a hottie.
You know what I'm saying?
So that was a great link up.
Word.
And we'll say, and the reason why Hervey, I would say Hervey, and by extension, her producing partner, they're both allies because Hervey definitely supports the LGBT lifestyle just in general. She supported marriage equality from pretty much the get-go before it was even a thing.
Dope.
She was a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Dope.
And she did an interview with Attitude Magazine, which is an LGBTQ publication, you know what I'm saying? And in that interview, she talks about growing up around her mother, who had a glam squad. And you already know how it is in the entertainment business. All the gays get hired through these glam squads, and kind of learned her game through that. So that is why she is an ally. And she is now here with a new single called Ya Ya, Ya 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 Ya, with the ever so gracious presence of Baby Mother. She out here. The single came out in June 17, 2022. You heard her alert. She always make me do this. It's the 4th single she released in 2022.
Yes.
And I gave the song a 65 loud.
Ooh, really?
I gave it a loud.
Okay.
All right. So dig this. The song has 3 mixes.
Yes.
So there's 3 versions of it. The original single release, which disappeared. It disappeared. The original single release has an extended mix and the original version of the song.
Okay.
And then it kind of like dropped off, and then there's another single release called the OG mix,
Yes.
where you have that version and the original song as well.
Okay.
So of the 3 versions, my favorite one was the extended mix, because I dig the house version.
Interesting.
I really dig the house vibe of the song anyway. And then just to make it a longer house record, I was like, it's more to dance to.
Okay.
So
okay.
I like it. But I think I like that version over the original because I feel like the mixes are different. Because I feel like if it was brighter in the original mix of the song, and then the extended version kind of like toned it down. It kind of like fleshed out some of the vocals a little bit more. Some of the effects weren't as harsh on my ears.
I wonder what the thought was behind dropping 3 different mixes.
I don't know.
Because that's a little excessive.
I mean, I like shit like that. I like when it's kind of like a throwback.
A throwback,
thing.
how they used to do it. The different
it.
sides, B-side, A-side.
A-side and all the dance mixes and shit like that. So
Inside, outside.
I fuck with
A-side,
it.
we be inside.
For sure. It's how we outside. And I'm saying you stay outside. I definitely hear the Erykah Badu influence. It's like Erykah Badu singing over house.
Fam.
Like her voice, it's like uncanny.
Fam.
How I like their voices. They have this pretty much the same range going for it.
Love of my life.
The melody sparkle, the yah for the hook, the baby talk. I'm not really crazy about it, but it's house song. I'm not here for the lyrics. I'm here to dance. How you feel about it? 65 loud.
Yeah. So
That part.
I did not love this record.
You didn't love this record. You didn't love it.
I did not love any of the 3 mixes.
You didn't love any of them. Damn.
My favorite one was the extended mix. I enjoyed that one the most. But overall, Sir Reginald.
Oh man, damn.
Sir.
For Jersey?
Please come here, sir.
Really?
Sir,
You
please.
gonna do that with Jersey?
Sir, come here, sir.
No.
Please, sir.
No.
Please, sir.
No.
I need your assistance.
Damn it.
Please assist me.
I thought she had it.
No. 25% Reginald James for me.
Man.
I just didn't like it. I wasn't. I wasn't feeling the hook. I wasn't feeling the lazy Erykah Badu flow. She does sound like Erykah Badu, but it sounded like Erykah Badu meets Sid waking up in the morning.
Really?
And she was lazy. She didn't feel like doing this record.
He did not just
and then Baby Mother didn't feel like doing it either.
Damn.
Baby Mother did not feel like doing this collab.
She did.
She was doing her a solid. She did her solid.
She took the bread, though.
She took the feature bread and was like, I'm going to do you a solid.
on.
She gave you one line, which the hurricane below the belt, that was cute. I heard it. It was slick. But like the rest of this verse, she was like sleeping on this verse.
Oh no.
She didn't feel like she didn't feel like doing this verse. She gave her a light 16.
She sound like Baby Mother doing Baby Mother.
No, she did not. See?
She
No, she
like
did
Baby
not.
Mother doing
Because we've
Baby
heard her do Baby Mother, and which is why we love her. But she didn't do Baby Mother on this song.
You don't think so?
Her and Lion Baby went to bed. They took a nap on this record.
So disappointed.
They took a nap, and Sir Reginald is here to assist me
to wake them up.
Yes, because
Not for Jersey though. I'm so.
See, that's the thing. You know my
Damn.
Jersey bias.
I know. I'm really.
So even with it was like, nah, I was Oochie baby, goo goo got you not about to goo goo got me through no bars.
Oh
no, no.
But it's like a house song.
Goo goo gaga, I'm a mama. No.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Nope.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no.
Reginald James, 25%. Tally that up. What we got?
65,
25.
That's an 80.
So that's 40%. Like that's how we feeling. But that's a, you know what I'm saying? An honorary ally. We appreciate you. But yeah, nah.
That is gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's how I was feeling. So let us know what y'all think. Go check that out. Lion Babe. Yeah. 18 different mixes. Let us know what's your favorite. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Baby Mother. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it just like that. And we're going to end it how we always like to end it. Where that motherfucking bowl at?
It's in the bag.
On a high note.
Get the bowl. It's in the bag.
Now we're going to end it on a high note.
You got the lighter?
Yes.
Holla.
We getting lit. What? Got it rolled up. Now who really tryna hit? One puff, puff, then we pass. Then we pass.